In this video, we will learn about nerve fibers. Axons form the nerve fibers. They may be more than 1 meter long. Now, axons, depending on whether they have myelin sheath or not, are of two types. So, nerve fibers can also be of two types. One is myelinated or medullated nerve fibers. So, they have fatty covering around the axon. This is known as myelin sheath. Because myelin sheath is present, these nerve fibers are glistening whitish in color. These form the white matter of brain and spinal cord. So this myelin sheath is produced by Schwann cells. So we will have an axon in the center and we can observe there is Schwann cells which secretes the myelin sheath in a ring manner. So myelin sheath is produced around the axon. Now, if we see the second type, it is non-myelinated or non-medullated nerve fibers, which simply means it lacks myelin sheath and it is found in spinal nerves, cranial nerves and autonomic nervous system. Now, we also have something known as nerves. So, till now we saw neurons, and nerves are different because these are bundles of nerve fibers. That means you put many neurons together, it forms a nerve and it is enclosed in a common connective tissue sheath. Here we have nerve fibers or axon in the center and they run parallel to each other and they are all covered in a connective sheath, and together it will be called as nerve. It may be compared with a thick underground electric cable and nerve fibers with insulated electric wires. They arise from brain and spinal cord and are supplied to various parts of the body. Now, if we see types again, just like neurons, nerves can also be divided into three types. First is the sensory nerves. As the name says, they transmit sensory impulse from receptors to brain or spinal cord, that is CNS. They are mainly formed of sensory nerve fibers. Example of such fibers is optic nerve conducting sensory impulse from eye to brain, auditory nerve carrying impulse from ear to brain. Second type is motor nerves. They transmit motor impulse from CNS to effector organs. They are formed of motor fibers. Example includes nerve arising from brain and supplying motor impulse to eye muscle so we can move the eyeball. The third type of nerves are mixed nerves. They are composed of both sensory and motor nerve fibers. They transmit sensory as well as motor impulses. Where are they found? They are the spinal nerves and most cranial nerves, which are termed as motor nerve plus sensory. So there will be mixed nerves. Now we have something known as synapse and synaptic cleft. So if I take, this is the neuron 1 and there is another neuron, that is neuron 2. We know that within the neuron, the electrical impulse conducted through the cell body comes to axon and reaches the axon terminal. Now how does it transmit to the next dendrite is by a synapse. Here we can see the axon terminal of the first neuron and the dendrite terminal of the second neuron, and there is gap between them, that is known as synaptic cleft. So we can tell the terminal knobs of axon lie in close contact with terminal ends of dendrites of next neuron. This point of contact is known as synapse, and at synapse two neurons are not linked directly. The gap or the narrow space present is known as synaptic cleft. I hope this topic is clear to you. Thank you.